Justin Bieber has broken his silence after fans shared their concerns over his recent disheveled appearance and divorce rumors with Hailey. As of lately, Justin Bieber has been making headlines for looking, well, kinda rough, and for his potential divorce with wife Hailey Bieber. The Peaches singer left his fans increasingly worried for his health and well-being in recent weeks, which has only grown with his, down and out looks as of late. Now, the singer was spotted looking frail and pale-eyed during one of his recent public outings, sparking speculations from fans that he'd been doing some pretty hard illegal substances. The reason fans assumed the use of illegal substances was because back in 2020, Justin bravely spoke out about his past experiences with substance dependency issues. In an episode of his documentary series Justin Bieber Sessions, the musician revealed he first began smoking the green herb when he was quite young. By 13, he recalled launching to fame and the overwhelming transition of navigating life in the spotlight as a teen. Eventually, he admitted that, he started to do pretty heavy substances and began depending on Mary Jane before also turning to alcohol. In 2021, he reflected on his substance use as a numbing agent to just continue to get through as he struggled with still feeling pain and sadness despite his success. He ended up trying to get sober after feeling like he was basically just slipping away. However, after several reports about his current well-being, a rep for Justin Bieber has slammed the claims, noting that they are absolutely not true and that he's starting to feel drained by all the rumors that he is struggling with his mental and physical health. The source said the recurring narrative that Justin is using hard stimulants is absolutely not true, adding that, his client is actually in one of the best places in his life. Bieber is said to be focused on, actively parenting his newborn son, Jack Blues, whom he welcomed in August with his wife Hailey, and working on making new music. The rep added that Bieber, who turns 31 later this week, has endured a very transformative past year in which he ended several close friendships and business relationships that no longer served him. So, he cut off the industry is basically what I'm hearing and assuming. Now, earlier this month, he was spotted looking, worlds away from his signature looks during the height of his fame. Justin appeared, of course, disheveled and fatigued as he walked the streets of New York City, and fans flocked to social media to share their worry and concern. One fan on social media said, "He's not on anything. He's got a newborn at home. Come on now." Another person said, "Some people forget, but he recently became a father and probably helps and spends time with the baby. So what's the problem if he wants some time or doesn't want flashes in his face? Go do something useful." Another social media user said, "He is happy. Having a new baby is a lot of no sleep, hence the dark circles, like under his eyes. So, wrong to always be pushing the substance narrative." Now, he has been through enough and needs to be, built up and not brought down, and I agree. But on the very opposite side of social media, one person online wrote, "It's blatantly obvious," with the eye rolling emoji, and another person said, "Yeah, who's going to admit to using illegal substances anyway? LOL, it's illegal. No one, especially a celebrity, is not going to come right out and admit that's what it is." Bieber has spoken up to address the truth behind, his shaggy photos that led to fans to speculate that he is doing hard illegal substances. Now, according to TMZ, Bieber's rep also explained that the singer's lack of sleep following extended working hours making music was the cause of his rough appearance. Bieber also caused quite a stir online when he was photographed in New York earlier this month, where he appeared red-eyed with very dark circles around them. Now, sources said his weary appearance, was the result of just, again, restless nights, recording in the studio with the baby, adding that he'd also stayed up, of course, just, again, caring for his son, but apparently his son was also having trouble falling asleep. So all of that combined, I guess. Yeah, let's be fair here. A newborn baby will do that to you. It wouldn't be a reach to believe, that's why he looks the way he does. The rep also added that the rumors about his mental and physical health are exhausting and pitiful and show that despite the obvious truth, people are committed to keeping negative, salacious, harmful narratives alive. Hailey Bieber was said to be deeply concerned for her husband Justin Bieber. Bieber's rep statement comes after the Grammy winner intensified rumors of illegal substance use when questionable footage actually emerged of him. Now, in the clip, the new dad was seen shifting his weight between each foot, itching his legs, and smiling uncontrollably as he talked with a fan at Hailey's pop-up store in LA. According to the Daily Mail, a source said Hailey was deeply concerned for him and doesn't know where to turn for help as Bieber seemingly doesn't care about his well-being anymore and has lost all motivation. Now, the insider said he's not working out like he used to, he doesn't seem to eat like he once did, and people can see he's lost a lot of weight. It's like he doesn't care about his well-being anymore at all. He's moodier too. People are worried that he's lost any motivation even for making his music. They continue to say he goes to start recording, but then he cancels sessions because he just isn't in the mood. It's like he is struggling to focus on his own songwriting. Now, aside from these concerning rumors, there's also been a lot of focus on the couple's potential divorce. Many fans have speculated that the two may be on the track to separating, with some people online even throwing out prediction dates and whatnot. It would seem as though Justin has been trying very hard, to shut down these rumors though. On February 20th, Justin uploaded an Instagram post supporting his wife Hailey at her Rhode pop-up. For the event, Hailey actually wore a very form-fitting skin-tight leather mini dress with a detailed neckline, sheer tights, and of course her Rhode beauty glam. Now, Justin wore a very vintage basketball jersey, cargo pants, and leather jacket that he paired with shades and a beanie. It was not giving what he'd hope it would give, but anyway, on the Instagram post, he was gushing over the event and his wife as he posted photos of them being very cozy and, in the photo booth. Now, he tagged Hailey and her brand in the post and said the vibes were tangible at Rhode pop-up. He also shared a bunch of photos on Valentine's Day with some PDA alongside a caption that said, "Happy Valentine's Day from the Biebers." Hailey, on the other hand, took a playful jab at her husband during her tribute, which featured a meme of a cartoon clenching his fist that read, "When you're mad at him and he says, 'Come here, baby.'" However, the loved-up displays come after weeks of speculation over the status of their marriage. The rumors only intensified in January when Justin appeared to unfollow his wife of 6 years on Instagram, though the singer quickly clarified the mix-up. He said, "Someone went on my account and unfollowed my wife. Ish is getting sus out here." But Justin, if I can have you honestly be anything in this whole world, please be for real. Ain't nobody hacking your account just to go and unfollow your wife. Make it make sense, because right now it's giving confusion. So the sentiment and message are there, right? He's trying to show and prove to the world that his marriage is solid, they are good, ain't nothing to worry about, yada yada yeehaw. However, the photos he posted from the event versus the photos paparazzi took are telling two totally different stories. During the skincare event, Justin was exhibiting very strange behavior and yet again left fans worried. In one viral video, Justin is smiling extremely wide, swaying kind of side to side while chatting it up with Refinery 21's beauty director Sarah Tan, and at one point he clutched at his very baggy pants with both hands before leaning over and scratching the side of his leg. Another video actually showed Justin with a very blank expression and just staring into the camera while posing for photos with Hailey, who smiled and actually stuck her tongue out to lick his cheek. I mean, he was also questioned about wearing the sunglasses, why were you wearing them the whole time? Now, following all of this, fans ran to social media to express their concerns or gossip, they love to do that too. Someone wrote, "This is so hard to watch, someone help him." Another person on TikTok said, "Why is he smiling like that? I'm scared." I really don't mean to laugh, and honestly this isn't even a laughing matter, but someone else wrote, "The smile looked like it hurt." That sent me, I'm not gonna lie. However, some humanity kicked in because other people chimed in and encouraged people to not read too much into the videos. One person wrote, "Justin Bieber is smiling, haters, oh my god, leave him alone." With another person actually just saying, "To everyone saying this isn't him, check his IG, and those judging asking what's wrong with him need to have more sympathy. He deals with anxiety and I'm sure it impacts his interactions. Be kind." Listen, I do not condone bullying, so yes, be kind, and honestly, I do hope he's okay. Now, while it seems they, are or may not be headed for a divorce, honestly, it's all a hot mess and way too uncertain, but a source close to the couple has said that Justin and Hailey are simply ignoring the rumors about a potential divorce as much as they can, and they're focusing on what's the most important to them, which is their family, their careers, their friends, and God.
Your prayers to Jesus over here. This was literally Stephen Baldwin when he reposted a video of Justin singing onto his Instagram story, which wasn't the concerning part, because he added a caption which read, "Christians, please, when you think of Justin and Hailey, take a moment to offer a little prayer for them to have wisdom, protection, and to draw close to the Lord." And just like that, he scared the public and didn't give any context. Obviously, this raised more questions than anything getting answered, and because we all know how hardcore fans can be, they quickly began to think of all the possibilities on why these two need a prayer, especially coming straight from Hailey's own father. And let me just tell you, he never confirmed or denied any rumors. In fact, multiple media outlets have reached out to Justin and Hailey, and they haven't received any response yet. So currently, Steven just caused chaos and... But that very same day, Hailey and Justin were seen leaving church service, and it wasn't a Sunday morning but a Wednesday night, which further worried fans as this has since generated a ton of speculation on what could be going on. According to TMZ, a source told them that Steven's plea for guidance towards Justin and Hailey didn't come out of nowhere, as it was related to something specific that's going on with the two. No one has spoken about what the issue is, but it's apparently a private matter they are currently dealing with. Although some believe Steven just wanted to pass along the form of prayer to others and meant well, a source told TMZ that Hailey is not too pleased with her father bringing even more attention towards them. And I wouldn't be surprised if that was true, because I personally would be quite mad. Or am I overreacting? Would you be mad? Anyways, Alexa, play I Love You Jesus by Trisha Paytas. This entire situation caused the church minister to actually face backlash for talking about the subject. Victor Marks, who is their minister and founder of All Things Possible Ministries, sparked concern when he took it to his own Instagram page and urged his 350,000 followers to pray for the couple. Victor posted a video of Justin playing the guitar and singing I Could Sing of Your Love Forever, and then revealed Hailey's own mother was also praying for the pair. Keep in mind that the only thing the public knew at that point, and even this point right now, was what Steven posted, and that's it. He added in the post caption about how Hailey's mom often prays for Justin and Hailey, and there are challenges that they face, and the so-called enemy doesn't want them to draw closer to Jesus. And you can probably guess that this caused even more panic for Hailey and Justin fans, but a whole Reddit forum was dedicated and created to discuss Victor's so-called inappropriate behavior. One user said this was so invasive, and another user wrote, high visibility position and you thought it's a good idea to post this on Instagram, which is contradictory to Victor's statement, and some people are far from pleased. And in general, he faced major backlash as many felt like this was invading their privacy. Some wondered if this was health related because as of recently, the Biebers have been keeping a lower profile, but were recently spotted at the Super Bowl last month. It is also Justin Bieber's birthday on March 1st, so happy birthday Justin, I'm sure you're watching this. But he did take a break from performing in 2022 after canceling his Justice World Tour following his diagnosis with Ramsay-Hunt syndrome, and this is a virus that attacks the nerves in the ears and face and even causes paralysis. It isn't only Justin who is battling health challenges, because Hailey also shared back in 2022 that she suffered a blood clot to the brain. So it's clear these two have both dealt with health challenges, and this whole thing could be related to that. I also saw some speculation that this was due to a baby loss, which I don't want to get into too much because it's not my place, but I just want to share some thoughts. And others speculated that Justin and Hailey were in a difficult place in their relationship, which is why they were asking for prayers. A ton of people have also accused Steven for setting Hailey up with Justin for financial purposes, and these rumors have been built on some good foundation because we all know the internet is filled with unemployed FBI agents. Well, kind of. Back in 2009, Steven actually filed for bankruptcy because he had a $1 million tax bill, $700,000 of credit card debt, and owed $1.2 million in mortgages for a house. So yeah, his net worth was at negative $2 million at one point of time. Well, some fans have found videos dating back to 2009 during a Today Show event, and that's when Hailey and Justin actually met. So yeah, nepo babies really get their dreams to come true, because Hailey met Justin and less than 10 years later, they would be married. However, we all know things get quite messy between Hailey and Selena for a period of time, which also generated more guesses, specifically about a divorce. And this rumor is definitely not new, as it's been circulating basically since the day they got married, but some believe that there have been signs recently that has led people to revisit this rumor. The couple celebrated their their 5th wedding anniversary in September, but rumors were that their marriage was on the rocks. Fans thought Hailey was dropping some signs when they noticed she archived a ton of photos on her Instagram. One user stated, "Gearing up for a divorce and a rebrand away from all things Bieber and her past," and others speculated that she was deleting photos due to a possible pregnancy, and I don't personally believe this rumor. I think the health complications would be the most likely, but do you feel the same way? I think if they were headed towards divorce, it would be a little more obvious and there would be a lot more evidence than just narratives. It's always been shared by the couple that they both share religious beliefs, and in 2020, Hailey even told Elle that their religion is the most important part of their relationship. And in her YouTube series, A Conversation with, Hailey even claimed that if she and Justin didn't have their Christianity, then they wouldn't even be together. But like I said before, nothing has been said from Hailey or Justin. What do you think about this situation? Because personally, I would be quite frustrated if my father was actually bringing attention to me during a rough time my partner and I were facing, so I wouldn't be surprised if those TMZ sources saying Hailey is not so happy are true. But also, do you think the minister crossed a line? I feel like privacy is super important, and especially when you have quite the following and celebrity connections, maybe it's best to keep things to yourself, because I feel like trust and privacy should be an immediate assumption. I don't know, maybe that's just me.
And thank you for doing this. You look gorgeous, obviously.
Hey!
Look at us two. We're a happy married family.
That's so cool.
Hailey, are you worried about Selena? That Justin might get back with Selena and things will be over for Jaylee?
You're so lame, bro. Like, you know, all that information is so lame.
I did something that really hurt him. I did something very immature and stupid. It damaged the idea of me for you.
Yeah, I think so too.
Justin and Hailey Bieber have welcomed their first child into the world, but with Justin's anger issues, how he treats fans, and the fact that Hailey is obsessed with his ex, it might not have been the best choice. As you might recall, last year, Hailey and Justin's ex-girlfriend Selena Gomez had some drama online. Now during this, fans did some digging and discovered that Hailey was secretly obsessed with Selena, and it was honestly just scary. For starters, Hailey used to be a mega fan of Selena and Justin, and she thought they were the cutest couple ever. You can tell through her social media profiles, especially from things she put on Twitter, which are still up today. One tweet posted in May 2011 read, "I'm for sure 100% team #Jelena," while another said, "I don't care what anyone says, but Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez together is the definition of a teenage dream." Now when she was younger, she'd also go and stalk Selena and Justin to be able to see them, which is honestly just creepy. Then there's the fact that she copies everything that Selena does. Hailey has copied Selena's outfits more than 20 times, which is just insane to me. In 2015, Selena performed her song Same Old Love at the AMAs in a black bra and shorts accompanied by a sheer jumpsuit with jewels all over it that kinda look like dots. Then Hailey did this same thing. She wears a black bra with shorts, and over it is a sheer black dress with dots on it. Selena wears a pink turtleneck dress with her hair up at a bazaar party, and Hailey wears the same thing to the Met Gala. Selena partners with Louis Vuitton for the Met Gala, and Hailey wears the exact same thing shortly after. And then there's the tattoos. Selena has a lowercase g behind her left ear for her little sister Gracie, who was born in 2013. Now Hailey has one too though, in the exact same spot, and no one really knows why. It's rumored that she got it as a tribute to the daughter of Zoe Church pastor Chad Vetch G for Georgia, who was born in 2012 with a rare disease. Now the tattoo is supposed to act as a reminder to pray for Georgia. Even if this was the reason Hailey got it, did she really need to get it in the same spot, on the same side, and in the same font too? Also, when Selena and Justin were dating, Selena had a promise ring from him that had the letter J on it. Then on Hailey and Justin's anniversary, Hailey got a J tattooed on her finger, but it's in the exact same style and font as Selena's ring was. Now this is just plain creepy. And then there's her copying Selena's side ventures. Selena is an actress and a singer, but she also has a cooking show and a beauty line that has made her a billionaire. Hailey once again had to copy all of this. Selena has had a cooking show on HBO called Selena and Chef since 2020. There have been 4 seasons of the show, and each episode features Selena tackling a new cuisine and guest stars a different professional chef Chef, where they cover tips and tricks for how to deal with disasters in the kitchen. Now for each episode, the show donates $10,000 to the charity of the chef's choice, often food related. Now the show is filmed in her house, and to start off her show she says, "This is my real home, everything that we're doing is at home, this is my amazing kitchen," which is also the set. Now Hailey also created a cooking show on her YouTube channel called What's in My Kitchen in 2022. When Hailey started off her show, she also said, "Yes, we are actually in my real kitchen, in my real house. This is not a set, this is where I really live." Now this was literally the exact same thing. Selena also has an okie dokie jar on her set because she says it so much, and recently Hailey has said it too, which is a phrase that she's never really used before. Moving on to the beauty line. On September 3rd, 2020, Selena released her makeup line Rare Beauty. Then, in 2022, Hailey released Rhode Beauty, a skincare line. Now Selena had been working on her brand for a while, and it seems like Hailey's just really came out of nowhere. This might be because Rare Beauty is one of the best-selling celebrity beauty brands, and for Selena this is a passion project, but for Hailey it seems more like a cash grab. One of the things that makes Rare Beauty stand out is that it really focuses on mental health. The company created the Rare Impact Fund, which is a part of Rare Beauty's commitment to give people access to the resources they need to support their mental health. Rare Beauty donates 1% of all sales to the Rare Impact Fund and raises additional funds with foundations, corporate partners, and individuals in our community to increase access to mental health services in educational settings. Now they have truly done amazing work, but then Hailey had to copy it. Hailey created the Rhodes Futures Foundation, and it is investing in supporting 1,000 women and their families by 2023, they said. Now they had partnered with 3 organizations that provide women with the resources needed to direct their own futures. Rhode has committed a minimum of 1% of sales to support their efforts and the women they serve. And listen, I think there should be more mental health foundations, and I'm for helping everyone. What Rare Beauty and Rhode Beauty are doing for individuals is great, but I don't think Hailey truly thought of this on her own or really cares. She just did it to copy Selena. Moving on to Justin, he is known to have a temper, both with fans, paparazzi, and strangers. Now Justin has actually hit at least 2 different photographers with his car. Back in 2016, when Justin went on tour in Barcelona, Spain, a fan ran up to his car and stuck his hand in the window, and the singer then instantly punched the fan in the face, making his lip bleed. Back then, the video of the incident was caught on camera. Then one time, Justin was involved in a verbal altercation with paparazzi outside his Park Lane hotel. In the footage, the 19-year-old is seen pushing a member of the press out of the way as he climbs into a waiting car. Now the paps yell at him, and this causes Justin to exit the car and confront the cameraman. His bodyguards held him back, and he got back into the vehicle and drove away. Now there are actually a lot of videos of Justin yelling at the paparazzi. Then in 2015, Justin was ordered by a court to complete 12 anger management classes after he pled no contest to a vandalism charge in 2014. You see, Justin was charged with a misdemeanor after he egged his former Calabasas, California neighbor's home and caused more than $800,000 in damage. Now, you may think this behavior is a thing of the past, but it's not. And to prove it further, in August of this year, a source said Justin does not seem to be in a great place. He's been snapping a lot in public and freaking out over meaningless stuff. It's obvious that he's stressed and not coping very well with his emotions. And a lot of people in his life would love to see him to get some coaching on how to better manage his anger. Then there's the fact that Hailey is a nepo baby. Hailey's father is Stephen Baldwin, and she was pretty much given her career from her family. Now, some people have even called her a double nepo baby, as she's also gained recognition since she married Justin. She's literally known for being Justin's wife, and I mean, I didn't know who she was until they got married. It appears that she gets everything handed to her and that she doesn't work hard. Now, after a lot of the nepo baby discourse the past couple of years, Hailey called the paparazzi on herself to a parking garage so they could take photos of her in jeans and a shirt that said nepo baby. Honestly, it was just embarrassing. And finally, there's the fact that Justin is obviously still in love with Selena Gomez. I mean, he has a tattoo of Selena on his arm, and let me say, it'd be super easy to get it covered up, but he hasn't. I mean, him and Selena had been in an on and off relationship for almost a decade. Maybe there's a part of him that thinks they might get back together. You see, in 2018, Justin and Selena got back together, and they were seen out and about and seemed happy together, but then they broke up in in May. Now after that, Justin went right back to Hailey, and in July they got engaged. Yes, just 2 months after he and Selena broke up, he proposed to Hailey. Now there's no way he got over Selena that quickly. It's even been rumored that he proposed to Selena and she said no, so they broke up, and then Justin recycled the ring and gave it to Hailey, who said yes. Now the whole timeline is just so wonky, and I have a strong feeling that things will go south with Justin and Hailey soon. Justin and Hailey Bieber's relationship has always had its issues. It's rumored that Justin cheated on Selena Gomez with Hailey, and Justin would repeatedly go back and forth between the two women. Hailey and Justin were first romantically linked in 2014, but in 2016 they had an awful breakup. Negative things happened that we still need to talk about and work through, Hailey later told Vogue of their split. Fizzled would not be the right word, it was more like a very dramatic excommunication, she explained. There was a period where if I walked into a room, he would walk out. Now in May 2018, she also told the Times UK that the pair went through a long time where we weren't friends, adding that there was a lot of weirdness that went on. Then Justin ended up getting back together with Selena, and they were off and on again, and then Justin seemed to forget about Hailey. Now Selena and Justin rekindled their romance again, which lasted from October 2017 until March 2018. Shockingly though, Hailey and Justin announced that they were engaged months later. The timeline of it all is really weird, and there have even been rumors that Justin proposed to Selena, but she said no, so they broke up, and then he went back to Hailey and proposed to her with the same ring meant for Selena. Now, whether or not this actually happened, this relationship was just messy. Now, Justin and Hailey got married in September 2018, later having a big celebration in 2019. But since then, there have been many different events that have made people question their marriage to each other. A lot of people thought Hailey and her family were using Justin. Now everyone knows about Hailey's father, Stephen Baldwin's money issues. Now at one point, Stephen's net worth was at negative $2 million. Negative. How does that even happen? I don't know. Now, her family, who had lots of money, suddenly didn't. And what does Justin have? Lots of money. Also, what's strange is that Justin and Hailey did not get a prenup, which I feel like was a bad idea on Justin's end, as he currently has a net worth of $485 million. Last year, a couple years ago, he sold his music publishing and recording catalog shares to the Blackstone-backed Hypnosis Song Fund for $200 million. Some people suspect that he did this so he could buy it back after his divorce with Hailey. Now many people have called her a gold digger and believe that she doesn't really love Justin but is using him for money and to boost her career, because so many people didn't even know who she was until the pair got married. In many photos and videos, it also seems like Justin isn't too friendly with his wife Hailey on the red carpet. She speaks to him and he doesn't say anything or walks away, barely ever smiles, and rarely gets close to her. Now you'd think as a couple they'd have their hands around each other or even hold hands, but nope. Again, when Hailey and Justin are out in public, it really seems like he doesn't care about her. This has been shown in many videos from the paparazzi, as he once hilariously shut a car door on Hailey, who was getting out behind him, and the other time he ran away from the paparazzi skateboarding without Hailey. Then to make things worse, she ran to catch up with him and she fell, and Justin didn't even help her up. I'm just saying, when he was with Selena, he never treated her like this, so I think the problem here is Hailey. Then there's the fact that in 2022, during an interview with Apple Music's Rhode, shared exclusively with People, Justin opened up about his mental health journey and some of the harder truths his marriage helped him face. It's a journey. I remember when I first got married, I hit a little bit of an emotional breakdown because I thought marriage was gonna fix all my problems, and it didn't, Justin said. It just kind of was a reflection of like, man, you're a bit of a hypocrite, man. You want your wife to do something that you're not doing, and it's like, it's hard sometimes to look in the mirror and really have to realize, man, maybe you're not the person you necessarily thought you were, he continued. And that's just a result of trauma and life circumstances. Now, Justin and Hailey Bieber's marriage has always been overshadowed by Selena Gomez. Now, Hailey used to be a mega fan of Selena and Justin, as she also thought they were the cutest couple ever. You can tell through her social media profiles, especially from things she put on Twitter, which are actually still up today. One tweet posted in May 2011 read, "I'm for sure 100% Team Jelena," while another said, "I don't care what anyone says, but Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez together is the definition of a teenage dream." Now, a year later, in 2012, Hailey tweeted that Selena is beyond flawless, and he's, Bieber. She also added, "They are the perfect relationship, forever alone." Now, she'd also talk about how much she loves Selena and would promote Selena's new projects, and she definitely was a super fan, and it is honestly a little unsettling. Also, in recent years with being with Justin, Hailey has followed and liked posts from Selena's fans, and she's been caught Googling Selena-related things. Then in 2023, things got interesting as Selena and Hailey seemed to have a full-on feud. Well, at least the internet thought so. Everyone then turned on Hailey for being a mean girl. You see, Selena posted a TikTok saying she'd accidentally laminated her brows too much. She was poking fun at herself, but then Kylie Jenner posted a photo of herself on her Instagram story with the words, "This was an accident," written over her eyebrows, and then another story showing a screenshot of her FaceTiming Hailey with their cameras close to their eyebrows. Selena fans then accused the pair of making fun of Selena. And then there was also another incident. At the beginning of 2023, Selena was spotted on a boat and paparazzi took photos of her. Now, Selena has lupus and she had a kidney transplant, so all the medication she's on makes her weight fluctuate. Now, at this point when the photos were taken, Selena had put on some more weight than people were used to seeing her with. Now, this led to intense body shaming, and Hailey just had to join the hate train. In a now deleted TikTok, Hailey, Kendall Jenner, and one of their other friends posted a video and mouthed to the audio, "I'm not saying she deserved it, but God's timing is always right." Now, many people think this was aimed at Selena. When another user made a point of this, Selena commented, "It's okay, I don't let these things get me down, be nice to everyone." It seems like she's not too bothered, and I'm glad she doesn't let these things get to her, but she definitely knows that Hailey was shading her, and I'm sure that doesn't feel too good. Now, over the past couple years, Justin and Hailey have seemed to have had a lot of issues. In April 2024, people were convinced that the couple divorced in private as they were not seen together Easter weekend, and there were a lot of blind items going around on TikTok about the couple. And I mean, they haven't had the best couple of years. Yes, they did welcome their son Jack Blues last year, but that didn't seem to fix their marriage. If anything, it seems to have made it worse. Then earlier that year too, Hailey's father Stephen Baldwin made a social media post saying, "Christians, please, when you think of Justin and Hailey, take a moment to offer a little prayer for them, to have wisdom, protection, and draw close to the Lord," adding, "There are special challenges that folks in high visibility positions face." Then there was the fact that Justin unfollowed Hailey on Instagram last month. People went crazy, thinking that they finally ended things, but hours later, Justin came back online to set the record straight. He shared an Instagram story where he said that someone had managed to gain access to his account and unfollow Hailey. "Someone went on my account and unfollowed my wife," he wrote over a white background. "Shh, is getting sus out here." But then, hours later, the story was deleted. Weird. And recently, there's been lots of reports that the couple have been struggling since the birth of their son. Sources told DailyMail.com that Hailey's friends are growing increasingly concerned about Justin's unacceptable behavior, with some reportedly urging her to leave the musician. Hailey's been struggling with Justin almost since the start of the marriage, an insider said last week. She loves him madly, but he's a loose cannon. Some of her friends have advised her to go at it alone and leave him, the source shared. His behavior is sometimes unacceptable, she's put up with a lot. So hey, maybe the couple is on the verge of divorcing, we'll just have to wait and see.
Starting off at number 10, Justin's mom doesn't like Hailey. Justin and his mom Patty have had an up and down relationship when he first made his way into the spotlight. Following his DUI in 2014, Justin recalls his relationship to his mom as being non-existent. When talking about this time in his life, he says, "I was distant because I was ashamed. I never wanted my mom to be disappointed in me, and I knew she was. We spent some time not talking, so it takes time to rebuild that trust. but she's an amazing woman and I love her. More recently, they seem to be much more close, and he has made it clear he cares about her opinion. He recently even rekindled his relationship to his mother in order to become the husband he wanted to be for his wife Hailey. But does Patty approve? Many don't think so. Not long before Hailey and Justin tied the knot, Patty removed any mention of her famous son from her Twitter bio, then went on to like a few negative tweets about quick engagements. The original bio read, "Yes, Justin Bieber is my son, and I have many other great qualities besides being his mom." No, really. After the engagement, it seems she removed it, and longtime fans believe another feud could be brewing between the mother and the son duo. Patty even started to come out with some cryptic tweets herself, writing, "No need to be intimidated," as well as "Dishonor and disrespect is just never cool. Come up higher." Still up for debate if she intended on shading Hailey or if she was referring to something else. Still appears to be slightly strange timing for her to stop claiming her son in her bio though. Number 9. Rude to restaurant staff. Being a waitstaff in a hotspot for celebrities can be either good or bad. Maybe you'll meet your idol, or maybe your idol will turn out to be horrible. Back in 2021, Hailey started to get slammed all over social media in a viral TikTok, claiming she was rude when dining out. We all know how this can make or break someone. Just look at James Corden. A TikTok user named Julia shared a TikTok saying, "This is gonna be controversial, but I've met Hailey a handful of times and every time she was not nice. I really wanna like her, but I have to give her a 3.5 out of 10. Hailey, who is known to be a big TikTok lover, saw the video and quickly responded back in the comments. She wrote, "I just came across this video and I wanted to say I'm sorry if I've ever given you bad vibes or a bad attitude. This was never my intention." Julia appeared to accept this apology, calling her an accountability queen. Later, Hailey even explained more about just how this video made her feel, saying, "When I saw her video, I was so upset. There's never an excuse for being rude. I felt bad that this was her experience with me, but it made me kind of frustrated because you never know what somebody's going through." Fans seem to accept this apology, with many collectively writing, "At least she said sorry." But is that enough for Justin? We all know what they say, you never really know someone until you see how they treat the staff. Number 8. Bullying Selena Gomez. Hailey has been in pretty hot water lately, with appearing to bully Selena on her Instagram for her eyebrows. Hailey wasn't alone in this. She seemed to team up with Kylie Jenner, who really started to radiate mean girl energy. Fans have been aware of the bad blood between Selena and Hailey from way back in the days of their weird love triangle. Hailey and Justin first got together during one of their off phases with Selena. After just a few months of the two splitting up for good, Hailey swooped in, and then before we knew it, they were engaged. Fans have always expected something to blow up from this, so they have really begun to take notice when earlier this year, Hailey appeared to diss Selena in a TikTok with Kendall Jenner. Of course, this post has been deleted, but originally Kendall, Hailey, and a friend, Justine Skye, are seen lip syncing to an audio that says, "I'm not saying he deserved it, but I'm saying God's timing is always right." Then, even more recently, Hailey and Kylie Jenner seemed to mock Selena after she made a post about accidentally over-laminating her eyebrows. Kylie posted a photo of her own laminated brows and wrote, "This was an accident?" She then followed quickly up with an all eyebrows FaceTime screenshot with Hailey. Clearly they thought their fans would be laughing along with them, but that was just absolutely not the case. Many thought this was a completely immature move, as well as very high school bully energy. A lot of TikTok users have also speculated that Kylie was angry that Selena was gaining more followers than her on Instagram, taking her spot as the most followed woman on the app. Because of this, many fans are unfollowing both Hailey and Kylie and turning towards Selena to show support and give her an even more impressive following. Following this, Selena has decided to take a break from social media, saying, "This is all a little silly. I am 30. I'm too old for this." Though neither Justin or Hailey have discussed the drama, Hailey did repost an Instagram story featuring her skincare brand. The song "Calm Down" by Rima plays over a clip. A few Instagram users have been speculating that this is another attempt to throw shade, while others think it may be just a little bit of a reach. I guess only time will tell. Number 7. Her problematic Twitter and Tumblr posts. Does Hailey Bieber have a bit of a racist past? Over the past few years, internet detectives have revealed various tweets that show her as not only being racist, but maybe a little homophobic. Since then, Hailey has gotten massive backlash for her past. Without really addressing it, she ended up leaving Twitter in 2020, saying she is getting bullied. But don't worry, it seems like everyone took screenshots, which have left people absolutely horrified. In a few tweets, she refers to people as the N-word, and in another, back in 2013, she wrote, "To those foreigners who don't celebrate Thanksgiving, so sorry your country didn't have pilgrims and Indians to start such a sick holiday." Yep, it's pretty bad. She even went on to like a pretty homophobic post which says, "Let me clarify, the Bible does not stand for homosexuality and I stand with the Bible." Hailey then commented on this post writing, "So good." When the pile of evidence about her past began emerging, she was quick to leave Twitter. Fortunately for Hailey, the digital footprint seems to live forever. Number 6, being obsessed with Selena. As this drama between Hailey and Selena rages on, fans are pulling up evidence showing Hailey's obsession with Selena over the years, showing many times Hailey has copied her every move. And I have to say, the evidence is pretty overwhelming. TikTok sleuths have put together videos of all the strange times Hailey has copied her, even responding to an interview questions the exact same. Definitely must be bizarre to have your ex-boyfriend's wife watching your every move. Just recently, Selena posted the song "Let Me Go" by Daniel Caesar on TikTok. Then according to fans, Hailey posted the exact same song on her Instagram just shortly after. If you think, well, maybe this just could be coincidence, it does get worse. Fans believe that Hailey has even copied her past interviews. The clip shared on TikTok shows Selena discussing her story and how glad she is to be able to share it. It then shows Hailey in another interview revealing how glad she is to share her story as well. Then when Selena was asked, "What's one thing you wish people knew about you?" she answered by saying, "My heart." Hailey seems to mimic this exact answer in her own interview, saying, "I just wish people knew my heart." Hailey has also been known to copy many of Selena's iconic outfits, as well as the exact accessories. Back when Justin and Selena were still a thing, Justin gave her a promise ring with the letter J on it. This seemingly matches Hailey's new J tattoo that she got on her own finger. Very, very weird. Number 5, was he forced into settling down too quickly? Justin Bieber has revealed in the past how he struggled after marrying Hailey. He shared, "It's a journey. I remember when I first got married, I hit a little bit of an emotional breakdown because I thought marriage was gonna fix all my problems and it didn't." Many fans have also speculated that Hailey might just have been a rebound for Justin, who was struggling to get over his ex Selena. Even though he ended up getting engaged to Hailey months after Selena, reports have stated that he's been still in love with Selena this whole time. I mean, he didn't really give himself the chance to get over her before moving on. Allegedly, the two even got married on a whim. Their quick engagement may have also been a very, very quick wedding. A close source to the star claims that about 2 months after the couple got engaged, they secretly tied the knot. TMZ obtained photos of Hailey and Justin at the New York courthouse, which provides marriage license. After he allegedly thanks the court for keeping it on the DL, he appears to cry, telling Hailey how excited he is to marry her. Speculations began surfacing about how Hailey perhaps forced this quick marriage. She made it clear in interviews prior that she wasn't getting any younger. She says, "My sister was 24 when she got married, and my parents also got married when they were young too. I see no reason to wait. When you know it's right, it's right." And at number 4, may have issues with being exclusive. Hailey and Justin have been known to be on again, off again for a long time before they got married. They even decided to be friends with benefits at one point. She said in an interview at the time, "We are not an exclusive couple. He's about to go on tour, and relationships this age are complicated, but I don't like to talk about it because it's between me and him." Cheating rumors have also spiraled around the couple when they first got together, with the timeline of Justin and Selena's relationship being seemingly intertwined. Hailey has always denied this. She responded to claims of her being a homewrecker by saying it never overlapped. She goes on to say, "I understand how it looks from the outside, but we were really young when we got engaged. I was 21 and he was 24. I personally thought I wouldn't be getting married that young. The timing was very rapid." And at number 3, Hailey was a super fan before they dated. Hailey was reportedly the biggest believer back in the day. She has allegedly been caught following Selena fan accounts in the past. In 2018, screenshots that surfaced showing Hailey following a fan account calling House of Sell. After being outed for this, she quickly unfollowed and DM'd the account, explaining how this was all an accident. When she was younger, she's even been seen at an event smiling while she holds up a magazine with Selena and Justin on the cover. More screenshots have come to light showing Hailey tweeting about Selena back in 2011. In one tweet she writes, I don't care what anybody says about Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez together. It's the definition of a teenage dream. Hailey has denied ever being a super fan, saying, I was never a super fan of him or anyone. I didn't think about it in any kind of way except for the fact that he was cute. Everybody had a crush on him. But it seems even Justin thinks she was a huge fan, captioning an Instagram photo of Hailey with, people always ask me if I'd marry a Belieber, and well, I did. Number 2, Justin may still have his Selena Gomez tattoo. Imagine keeping a large tattoo of your ex's face on your arm. It appears that Justin has yet to remove the tattoo entirely, featuring a picture of Selena's face, which has to be awkward for Hailey. When asked about it in an interview with GQ, he says, this is my ex-girlfriend. So I tried to cut her face up with some shading, but people still know. More recently, Justin has gotten a tattoo of a rose going up his neck. After showing off his new tattoo on Instagram, many fans became convinced that there's a hidden S hidden inside the tattoo. One user wrote, look at the S in his rose tattoo, Jelena. With users divided, it's hard to tell. Do you think you see an S when looking at the rose? And lastly, number 1, nepo baby shirt. Lastly, we have to talk about Hailey's nepo baby shirt. Being surrounded by high-profile relatives, with her husband being Justin Bieber, she bravely stepped out of her house wearing a shirt that read Nepo Baby. This interesting move really divided the internet. One user wrote, Hailey Bieber in a Nepo Baby shirt in the midst of the debate is kind of iconic. And another writing, that posed paparazzi photo of Hailey Bieber in her Nepo Baby shirt is so corny, I'm embarrassed.
Does this look like a playground to you? This is a studio workplace, and you're disrupting me. If you weren't so hot, I would've got rid of you a long time ago. Babe, I can't, don't touch me right now.
Now that Stephen Baldwin is the father-in-law of one of the most beloved pop stars of the last couple of decades, earlier this year he shared a video posted to Insta of Justin Bieber, playing the guitar and singing I Could Sing of Your Love Forever. Overlaid on the video were the words, Christians, please, when you think of Justin and Hailey, take a moment to offer a little prayer for them to have wisdom, protection, and draw close to the Lord. What does that mean? Because that seems to be pointing at trouble in the marriage. Unsurprisingly, Hailey is reportedly super angry about the whole thing. But is she angry because it's false? Or is she angry because her dad's revealing something that she wants to keep under wraps? Now, Hailey did dispel some internet speculation about her relationship in an Insta story, writing, just FYI, the stories and constant blind items I see on TikTok are 100% of the time wrong, made out of thin air, come from the land of delusion. So I know it may be fun feeding into these stories, but just know they're always false. XX, sorry to spoil it. Well, in February of 2022, Hailey did speak to Wall Street Journal magazine about why she didn't want to talk a lot about her marriage in interviews. She's like, I just don't feel it worth it to me anymore when I have to try to have an open conversation with someone like you and then it gets taken out of context. The media loves to take a tiny blurb of something for clickbait. The media has always been a disgusting thing. So if you ask any fan of Justin or maybe his famous ex Selena Gomez, chances are they'll tell you he's still majorly head over heels for Selena and how quickly he'd supposedly drop his current wife for his old wifey. Well, this can be indicated through several things, but fans believe the most incriminating piece of information against Justin to prove this comes in the form of his Selena tattoo. And, well, his lack of removal of the tattoo. He was captured in a photo at his 29th birthday party during the first week of March of, I believe, last year, with one of his crew neck sleeves pulled up to allegedly show off his Selena tat. Now, the ink has been mildly covered, but a lot of people have stated that if Justin truly moved on, he would have fully removed it given its symbolism. Still, it may have been easier to just write over it rather than potentially damage his skin, but fans aren't convinced. They swear this is just another Justin tactic of not letting go of Selena, who has clearly moved on from what they formerly shared. So Hailey's supposedly mega obsession with Selena probably doesn't help her husband's desire to stay with her, a person he allegedly tried to move on from Selena with. Or at least that might be what Justin wants to convince people. Either way, many, but mainly Selena stans, have pointed out that Hailey's love for Selena is unhealthy and it spiraled into jealousy and borderline hatred. So let's begin with Hailey's old tweets, where her love began. A young Hailey from 2011 to 2012 was constantly tweeting praises for Selena, including calling her hot and pretty on several occasions, wishing her a happy birthday while adding her on Twitter, and saying she and Justin were perfect. Now, the number of excessive messages from, little Hailey showed fans that a quick and potentially damaging obsession was growing. Over the years, Selena and Hailey have pretty much silently low-key been beefing. Now, this was partially blamed on Justin, who was seeing both women around the same time, but also massively on Hailey, who was accused of stealing Justin from Selena. However, one of the more recent moments of drama in history involved Hailey reportedly body shaming and mocking her husband's ex, and possibly bullying well, Selena with Kylie over her eyebrows. So even though everybody has denied this, we're talking like Selena everybody, fans have, once again, insisted the beef was Hailey's fault due to her, quote, wanting to be Selena so badly. So where was Justin in all of this? You may ask? Nobody knows. Justin and Hailey did prove earlier this year that they were still together by packing on the PDA at Coachella. They were together in the crowd at the festival and looked quite cozy as they listened to Lana Del Rey's set. The couple had their arms wrapped around each other and Justin placed a smooch on his wife's head in a video. It was adorable. I loved it. It was cute. That same weekend, Justin took the stage for a surprise performance with Thames, and Hailey proudly shared videos from the set on her Instagram story. She also acknowledged the singer's birthday on March 1st with an Instagram post saying 30 with like a lot of punctuation. That was fast. Words could never truly describe the beauty of who you are. Happy birthday to you, love of my life for life. She also included several PDA photos and videos of the pair. Very typical coupley stuff, you'll love to see it. Now, a source did speak to People about the couple's status, saying they're doing really well. They've been married for 5 years now, folks. They said there's no divorce, no truth to that whatsoever. They are very, very happy. Another source told Entertainment Tonight similarly, saying Justin and Hailey are continuing to support each other and help one another get through more difficult times as they always have. They are making an effort to do things that will help them create a bigger and brighter future. They are remaining committed to their faith and trying to stay positive. They are hopeful about the future and doing things to better themselves. As per a Nation Roar article from May of 2020, Justin once told Hailey while they were dating that he couldn't remain faithful to her. And while it seems he's managed to break that promise, thankfully, this still gave off the mindset of a cheater. Look, the phrase is, once a cheater, always a cheater for a reason. But once again, it is notable, we should mention, they've been happy, or at least what it seems like on the outside, because social media isn't everything. And they've remained pretty open about the intimacy and heavy topics of their marriage to the public. Justin even once admitted he wished he saved himself for marriage, which meant Hailey, of course. But a lot of folks were like, okay, he's just trying to appear dedicated to his wife, once again bringing back Selena into the conversation. Now, Justin has been accused of not being happy around his wife, and there are supposedly several reasons why. So according to Gossip Online, and just about any candid photo you can find of Hailey and Justin always looks uninterested or bored with Hailey, like he'd rather be anywhere but with her. But that could just be because he's bored with paparazzi. But hey, this does include public events like the infamous Lakers game the spouses attended with Kendall. At the time, Kendall was dating team player Devin Booker during the October game and was seated next to the couple cheering him on. Okay, there was another event, I believe it was the 29th birthday bash, we talked about that a little bit earlier, and even though he seemed excited in all the other photos, the ones with Hailey, not so much. Maybe he just doesn't have to appear happy around her. Body language experts on social media have claimed, given their history, that Justin isn't as in love with his wife as he lets on. But once again, folks, masking is a thing. Maybe he just feels comfortable enough not to be smiley. Even though they were nowhere near married at this point, Justin probably still gets a Bad Husband award for this next one. I'm thinking like a Razzie, but for husbands. So back in 2015, Justin and Hailey were in the middle of a crowd rush while exiting a Madison Avenue shop. It was captured online, it was like a little video clip, and you could see like an opening in a fence. It gave Justin and Hailey a clear path to escape the madness. With a skateboard in hand, Justin literally leaves Hailey behind, racing off into the decently empty street while Hailey is flailing around trying to catch up. When she did make it to the other side, she wound up flat on her rear end in Times Square, in front of hundreds of spectators, after accidentally tripping over the barricade. Fortunately, she got up really fast, ran after Justin just as quickly as she hit the floor. But like, still, dude, don't leave your wife behind. Save her. Be the gallant knight. Be the protector. Justin has been known to not stick up for Hailey. Like, insert the silence on the Selena drama. Aside from his single years old Instagram post that told fans he was happy with Hailey and for them to, essentially stay out of the couple's business, plus his disappearing Instagram story telling fans to stop hating on Hailey, he hasn't really been good at coming to his wife's defense. In fact, it's been Hailey catching a lot of the brunt of the hate, the backlash, and attention for a lot of things that Justin's kind of at fault for. He's left her to fend for herself so many times. Like when Hailey was the one who informed the Call Her Daddy podcast that she and Justin were only together when he and Selena weren't. It's not like anybody, didn't already know that, but it still would have been nice had Justin put his 2 cents on the matter to stop the hate that his wife was flooded with. Then of course you have people who actually think Justin's sickeningly here for the hate towards Hailey and plotting of his secret enjoyment.